All right, question 4. The amount accumulated in a bank account over time, over a time period T in months, and based on an initial deposit of $200 is found using the formula A of T equals 200 times 1.025 raised to the T, and T is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so I'm given a function here. A of T is equal to 200 times 1.025 to the t, and it's been graphed for me over here as well, which is super nice. Um, Time, or t, is represented on the horizontal axis, so we can see here, here's my time, and then a of t is represented on the vertical axis. That would be like my y. Um, so some helpful hints to remember. We are first asked what the domain is, and remember the domain are the values that x can take, or in this case t. So if I look here, my first point on my function happens to be at my y-intercept, which is in this case 0, 200. So the first value that t takes on is 0, okay? That's that first value there. It also tells me that right in the problem. It tells me what my domain is, which is super nice. T is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so the domain was given in this problem. It doesn't make sense also to have negative months since we're talking about the time we've had money in our bank account. Now the second part of this asks us for the range, and if you'll remember the range, those are the values that the y can take, or in this case a sub t can take. And again, going back to my initial value, that 200 there describes the beginning point of my y values. I don't have any y's below 200 because I'm starting with $200. So my range is going to start at $200, but it can grow. Okay, notice since this is exponential, my graph has a nice steady curve to it. So A of t is going to be greater than or equal to 200, and I just put a little explanation in here because the initial deposit is $200 and that amount continues to grow.